What's up, LoniGang? It's your girl, Lonnie Love, period. And I'm back by popular demand with another mother-loving video. If you're old and returning, hi babies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, smash that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment what you want to see me do next, because your girl will be posting back-to-back bangers and you don't want to miss it. You already read the title, you saw the thumbnail, so I'ma just stop talking, and without further ado, let's get into the video. As you guys already know, I've stated it numerous of times, but I'll say it again for those who are new to my channel. I moved away from home, where I was born and raised, at the age of 18 to study abroad in Canada. I moved away from everything I loved, everything I knew, everything I was familiar with, and I stepped into new territory, and I had to grow up quick. And to be honest, contrary to popular beliefs, that transition period was not as easy as one may think. A question I get all the time was, how was the transition at the age of 18? What would have made my journey from being a dependent to becoming an independent woman more easier? I wrote down 6 things that I think everyone should know when they're about to transition into a new phase in their life. So before I get into these 6 tips, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. These 6 points don't just apply to young individuals moving away from home, but it also applies to anyone starting a new journey, whether it's school, whether it's a new work environment, whether it's moving away from friends, loved ones, a city you grew up in. It can apply to all of these big major moves and milestones that you may have in your life. So I'ma just hit you guys with point number 1. This is something I really wish I known more of before I moved away from home. School systems don't prepare us enough to handle situations like these. They prepare us with the maths and with religious knowledge and biology, things that are relative and helps us with critical thinking and analyzing and solving problems. But this particular point, I feel like we don't have enough preparation for, and this point is so simple. It's budgeting. For me, I was always blessed to be in a position where my parents were able to provide all of my needs. So I never heard my parents discuss financial difficulties, or if they had any financial problems, they never discussed it in front of us. So I had an idea of where money came from, and I knew you had to work for it, but I never knew that not planning and not budgeting can cost you to lose a home, lose a car, lose education. I was oblivious to that. Live within your means. Sometimes you have to say, hey, I'm gonna eat this can of spaghetti I have in the cupboard and not go out for those wings and fries, and put that money into my savings for a rainy day. And I had to learn that the hard way. Just because you budget and you thrift shop does not mean you're cheap and you're boring. Don't let people out here fool you and make you believe you have to wear the nicest name brands, you have to eat at the finest restaurants in order to be someone. No. Live within your means, embrace simplicity, and just know that what's for you will be for you. Ask yourself, is this a need or a want? Is this a necessity, or is this just a pleasure? Ask yourself questions like those, and I guarantee you will be able to budget better and save more money. Thing number 2 I wish I had known before moving out my mama house at the age of 18 is, not everyone means well. Honey, I had to learn that the hard way, because I am a very outgoing person. I am very friendly. I'm very adventurous. I make friends easily, no doubt, no question about it. So my advice to you guys will go out there, make friends, and have adventures. But for me, my advice was to be more discerning and know who is your friend from who isn't your friend. Don't allow so much energy in your space, because it attacks you mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I had to know the difference between a friend and an associate. I also had to learn to have a small circle of friends. Not everyone is supposed to come into your house. Not everyone you're supposed to tell your business to. Not everyone you're supposed to go out to lunch with. Some people you can love from a distance, you can be associates with them, but you don't have to make them your friends. Friends for me was something that I needed to have because I'm a talker, clearly, obviously. I'm a talker, so I like to share and express my emotions, and when I feel happy, I want someone to celebrate with, and when I feel like, I need to vent and someone to talk to, I also want to have that shoulder to cry on. So having a small circle of friends allows you to do things like that, but also evaluating your friendships, knowing when to pull it back or knowing when to give. I feel like a friendship is 50-50. Everything that you do has to be reciprocated. Just having a good idea for who's meant to be in your life and who's not meant to be in your life is a good quality to have when going into any new situation, whether it's, like I said, school, a new country, work, etc. Freedom is great, but it's also good to develop a routine. For me, this one, I would say, is one of the biggest, just because growing up, my parents, they had rules. They weren't strict. We just had rules and we had to abide by them. And if we didn't, there were consequences for our action, as with anything in life. So, like I said, I moved out at the age of 18. So I didn't do a lot of partying, just because I wasn't the party type of girl. But when I moved to Canada and I met new friends and I got introduced to a lot of things, I started to, go out, enjoy the nightlife, party, and it was all good and it was all fun and games. But as I grew up, I realized that developing a routine is so much better than just having a bunch of free time that you just party and, go shopping and go for drinks. A routine keeps you grounded emotionally and mentally. Whether it's like saying, okay, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I'll work out. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll work on a craft, something I love, whether it's knitting, whether it's sewing, whether it's painting, just work on that. Saturday, I'll just rest and sleep, watch TV, and Sundays, I'll just go out with a friend. Having a routine, I feel it's very helpful, and it allows you to be the best you can be. I knew what freedom looked like, but I just never had such a great range of freedom. I was turning my own key in my house. I just didn't have to answer to anyone, and that freedom just was so exhilarating, and it was just so I have to go everywhere they ask me. I have to go, So developing a routine helps to get you in the flow of things, and it's just like a nice way to transition into any new phase of your life. The fourth thing I wish I had known before I moved out my mama house was know how a credit card works and the importance of having good credit. Guys, where I'm from, we don't do the credit card thing. It's debit card. You spend what you have, and if you don't have it, you get a sugar daddy. Nah, I'm just playing.
Okay.
If you don't have it, you just do without. My parents made sure my sister and my brother and I had credit cards just in case of emergencies. So when I first got mine, I honestly was scared to use it, so I haven't used it since I've gotten it. So I don't have credit card issues, but I know of people who have bad credit simply because they were never taught the importance of using a credit card, how to use it, what is interest, why do they charge interest, when should you pay your bill. Questions like these should be answered before giving people credit cards, and they should fully understand the effects of having bad credit, and if you don't pay a bill on time, what can happen, as if you can't get a car, you can't get a house, stuff like that, essentials you cannot get, the bank won't give you just because bad credit. The fifth thing I wish I knew before I moved out my parents' house is be open to trying new things. A lot of people go into a new environment with the mindset that was made for 20 years ago, and they aren't willing to try new things, and they aren't willing to do things out of their comfort zone. But to be honest, trying new things changes your perspective on the world. Trying new things allows you to decide what you don't like from what you do like. I always said it's better to say I've tried it but I don't like it than to say I haven't tried it but I don't want to try it. If you're constantly saying no, I don't want to do this, or no, it's too hard, it will limit you. People won't want to be around you simply because you're not a fun person or you don't care to expand your horizon. Just having an open mind and willing to try new things, whether it's food, whether it's a new sport, whether it's a new class, just trying new things keeps your options open, and it changes how you think and how you view people, and it also allows you to grow physically and mentally and socially. Last but not least, thing 6, I wish I knew before I moved out my parents' house, was make time for you. Like, self-care is the best care, and don't let anyone make you believe as if you come last and their wants and their needs are superior to you. For this point, I'll speak to young people just for a quick second. When we venture into new adventures, new journeys, new lifestyle, we come out the gate with so much enthusiasm. It's like, yay, I have ambition, yay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get this done, I can't wait. And that's why I love and appreciate our generation, because we're so ambitious, we're go-getters, we're entrepreneurs. We do things because we want them, and we have a goal and a vision, and we see it. Although it's good to have a goal and a vision and see it, it's also good to enjoy the things on the way. Having tunnel vision also limits you, and you won't be able to see the trees, smell the roses, make new friends. You won't be able to learn about life. So I would say make time for you, in the sense that if something doesn't go wrong, if it doesn't go your way, know that it will happen. It just happens that today won't be your day. Don't beat up yourself on it. Don't get angry. Don't get discouraged. Don't force yourself to complete everything that you have set out in one sitting, because it takes a toll on your mental. We need to live in the moment as much as possible. Life is filled with so many surprises, and if we just simply open our eyes and sometimes take our eyes off of the end result and focus where we are now, we can be much better and stronger individuals. Our generation is so used to ready-made results. Everything that we do, we're so used to it being ready-made. Whether it's like losing weight, you don't want to exercise, you don't want to eat right, you just want to sip a tea and have a flat stomach tomorrow. Whether it's school, you don't want to study, you just want to take the test and get an A. Whether it's a relationship, you don't want to take a time out to get to know the person, you just want to date them. Whether it's getting a car or a house, you don't want to save up the money, you just want to go to the bank and lease it. We're so accustomed to ready-made results that when something doesn't happen the way that we anticipate, or when something doesn't happen within the time frame that we have set, we get upset, we get discouraged, and we basically drop the ball. So every once in a while, take a breather, take a moment for yourself, enjoy life. That will help keep you grounded and help keep you motivated to want to pursue whatever it is you're pursuing. That's all I have to say. Those are the 6 key factors I wish I had known before moving out my mama house, and I hope these points can truly help you. It's not as easy as people make it seem. Transitioning into anything is hard. You have a period where you're sad, you have a period where you're happy, you have a period where you just don't know how to feel, and all of that is okay. Always remember, self-care is the best care. Thank you for watching this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.